paper got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper got them talking nice to me.
Welcome to NWA Connie Corsos podcast, where we talk all things dog.
It feel like to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. I don't understand it, how they got so timid. Told them I would do it and I overdid it. I don't do the bass cause I don't got the minutes. Pull up nothing teeny so they know who in it. Shorty cutting up, it must be retrograde. 80s Cuban collar with the retro fade. Baby cut from Mexico, the whip German. And she down the wet it while the spliff burning. They don't want no static, better get the signal. Earning all these points, it ain't coincidental. Tell them free the doggies, keep them out the kennel. With my same roadies, whipping different rentals.
Yes, sir. What's happening? Welcome everybody back to the NWA Connie Corsos podcast. Is the Shogun Army in the house? Is the Formula One family in the house? Man, hit the chat up with all kind of emojis, fire emojis. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. What's up, my good brother?
What's going on, Joe?
Good brother. Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Beautiful
sir.
intro.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is a great show we got lined up with some people I consider extended family when it comes to this online dog business thing. There's a lot of cross-pollination on our channels, the chats. Ain't nobody unfamiliar in there really, but hopefully we get some new people in there tonight. But anyway, let me start with Dre. Dre, tell them who you are and where you from and all that good stuff.
All right, Andre Williams, Bladenboro, North Carolina. I'm not new to this, but I'm new in regards to the age of people that I normally interact with in the dog game. Basis in American Pit Bull Terrier. I would consider myself more of a trainer than a breeder, and that's where I like to kind of want to make my mark on the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to work with anybody, but my efforts are to generate a quality of people that understand how to modify their dog's behavior so they can live a comfortable life with their dogs. Building better people through building better animals.
There you go.
Coach. Yes, sir. As you see on my heading, man, I'm the dog god, the coach, player coach. You know what I mean? I coach what I do in the dog game. I'm the head engineer of Formula One K9s. I consider myself the Elon Musk of high performance working dogs. You know, visionary, dog man, pioneer, etc. The hardest working man in the dog game, putting in that work 3 times. And I love to see my other fellow dog men and dog sisters put in that work the same way, man. So I'm just here for the dogs, man. I'm just here for the dogs.
That's what's up. Yeah, so everybody, if you don't know me, my name is Joe. This podcast is about just talking to all kind of dog people, learning. We talk about everything, every doggone thing you can think about. We're gonna talk about it, and it's a place where we hear different perspectives. We don't go after the man, we go after the message if we don't agree. So we try to keep it cool and things like that when we can. But anyway, man, it was a heavy week last week. Brian of Steadfast kicked it off when he came on. Did y'all both see Brian's video? It was about 3 minutes long. Well, he the one kind of kicked it off when it came to social media dog man, and that's what sparked me to do the interview with him. And pretty much what we talked about was a summation of what he said. And when I first heard the video,
I didn't see it, Joe. What did he say?
Well, basically everything we talked about in the show I did with him about how there's a lot of regurgitation and lack of experience, self-proclaimed breed experts. He even got onto the podcast. I mean, he kind of he kind of Tupac the whole car. You know what I mean? He had you looking down for a bullet wound. he Tupac that thing up, boy. But you know what? And I just kind of, I was like, wow. And then I kind of looked at it. Then I said, where do I fit into that? Because he said, man, y'all got to ask better questions. Ask people how long they've been in, and that, you know, things like that. And then, you know, after the initial sting, you know what I'm saying, of hearing the message, you know, I reached out to him. I said, man, I want to talk about that. And most dudes, most guys, I know a lot of people, it rippled and made people feel a certain type of way. But most guys, I went to your both of you guys' podcast, and both in summation, y'all both said, right. But we wanted to give a kind of different perspective too on us being online all the time as well. But anyway, what were your both of your guys' thoughts on that podcast I did with Brian and Tony Scandy?
Go ahead, Dre.
Okay, yeah. So I did some research on it. I watched it again today. You know, just making sure that when I articulate my message, it's coming from, you know, the factual statements and not just my opinion or my feelings on it. Mm-hmm. And so I thought it was a very, very well thought out podcast. The only thing I would advise when you're giving information like that is I like to put a stamp on it, you know, and it's not to go at somebody's neck or whatever, but I like to put a stamp and an address to exactly, or give examples of exactly what I'm talking about, because whenever you leave something to interpretation, you know, you generalize something, you hit a, you know, so you shooting with a shotgun into a room full of people, you can hit everybody, even people you didn't intend to hit. You know, that was the only thing I would say I would advise to do a little differently. And I know brothers don't want to get messy, but when you're going to give an example of right or wrong, it typically helps to have a specific example. However, the overall arcing influence of it was very well stated. There's a lot of people who get on here and sell a bunch of lies online, and they're not standing on what they're saying. There's not from a sales gimmick or from a breeder perspective or a trader perspective. Is it accurate, true, or for the betterment of the dogs or the people around them? You know. And so I agree with those sentiments wholeheartedly.
What did you think when you saw it, Coach?
Well, coming from a perspective of someone who has a little bit of internet fame as a dog man, I can relate to what they were talking about, just when it comes to other dog men or women being, you know, influenced by watching what you're doing and then also commenting on what you're doing. So, like, you know, and even the other brother, you know, Brian is his name, correct? Is his name Brian?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Brian and Tony, yeah.
They said is valid, okay? Because I deal with the same thing. My thing as watching it was, as the new dog coming in, I didn't want them to feel discouraged by the truth. Okay. That was how I felt about it, because everything that they said was truth. There's a lot of come in dog game because of social media and proclaimed experts, and they talk to people who have real in the field experience, and they downplay so that they can get those people that come in for the drama to hop on the bandwagon to, you know, boost their likes, boost their interactions, all those things. So everything that they were mentioning were correct. That's why for me as a dog, I always teach my brothers and my dog sisters that, you know, this is about dogs. We don't want to be included in all this drama. Yeah, it's going to get you the views, but as dog women for our programs, you will never be able to elevate the program having an individual dog brothers, dog sisters.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Period. So when I listen to it, I can relate. That's why I did my podcast, piggybacking off of what you guys were talking about. I wanted to show it from a perspective of the fans and the supporters. That's where a lot of dog individuals who come in this social media game get it twisted. They think based off of their popularity, and that's kind of what they were talking about, right? They likes and all they people followers, they think they the expert. And basically people might be just following you because they like your pictures, your photos, they like your personality, these, you know, these things. But your expertise as a dog man creating dogs, knowledge in the field is nothing of the sort. So I get that. That's just how it is. You know, people want to be entertained at the end of the day. So I loved it. To be honest with you, I loved it. I respected everything that Tony said and Brian said because I get it. But I just wanted to, you know, I would like to come on here and that's why I'm on the line today with you guys, because I want to show both sides of the coin. There's two sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying?
It's two sides. Yeah. It's two sides. But to piggyback off what you just said, that's why I like develop the podcast. I said I'm gonna make me a podcast. I'm not gonna try to act like I know things that I don't know. I'm newest to the breed. In my breed, if you ain't got 10, 12 years, you a baby. And if you misspeak something, they will hang you up by your ankles. So that's why I kind of started this, because people were still get online and just say anything. Right. Anything, you know. And I do know that this is the new way you have to promote yourself in any business. Online. It ain't the old school word of mouth, that's out. You come online. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, let's get into some of the misconceptions about being online as dog men. If you start out, Coach.
Oh man, misconceptions. Let's see. I only speak from my perspective. Okay, I can't speak from anybody else's perspective. My perspective only. Misconception. People who cheer you on are not necessarily your supporters. Understand that. You might feel that based off of your likes or based off of the people that's in your comments or in your DMs that they really are for you, but in reality, they really are trying to get information off you to use or to get you to give up your formulas so that they can take what you're doing and then do it and give you the credit for what you've already been. I mean, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors in this dog game. A lot of smoke and mirrors. And like I said, the fame is, you know, internet fame, that shit is fleeting. So
yeah.
Your popularity is not really what it seems. That's one of the biggest misconceptions of this dog game, because you have a lot of people who really hate your guts that follow you.
Yeah. Right. And it's a difference in between supporters and fans.
Right.
Yes.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Because your haters are fans.
Mm-hmm.
Think about envy. That's an emotional. That's emotional. That, you know, you got to have things for somebody envious about. Think about that.
Right. Dre.
So that's that thin line between love and hate, that envy. And those people be following you. Those people that follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
boy, that's spinning. Oh God, you spinning into something. Ooh, I was trying to wait to get on it, but it's a lot of negative when you put yourself online. You become a public figure. You know what I'm saying? And dudes will latch on to you. Man, I've been in a one-way beef for the last 2 years because of guests I had on the show.
Talk about it.
Yeah. My name been brought up on this certain show for like the last 2 years. It was some drama from Facebook, and I ain't been in none of it. But I inherit the guest enemies, if that makes sense. You know, so it's a big task, bruh. I done had people this more than once trying to treat me like I'm the CNN or the what's that one, the TMZ network, bringing me dirt.
Wow.
Hey, and bringing me lies, deadly lies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bruh, the AKC, I see why people don't want to get in shows. Some of these people involved in some of these breed clubs need to be gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, it's so dirt. It's so nasty. It was one brother. he didn't like a dude on the show, and he was going to the extent to like he said all this stuff and even told me he wanted to kill him. I said, dang, well, go kill him then. Because I know yeah, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. It's guys that we love and appreciate. Some of us talk offline. We got one getting stalked heavy, getting called all top of the night. Dude, crazy, infatuated with him. I had one dude one day. I ain't gonna call the trainer name, but he said, "You a breeder?" He's whack. He was whack out his mind. He said, "I'm a disciple of this certain breeder, and you should be ashamed." All kind of crazy stuff, bro. What else? People calling the USDA on people, man. Man, it's so nasty. It happened to a buddy of mine just recently. It happened to one of the dudes I'm talking about that's getting stalked by this one guy. You know what I mean? It's some negatives, big negatives of putting your ass out on the line. And I want to address this because this one brother, he said, "Well, Joe, you don't he said, you don't show a lot." I'm like, dude, I can't. You know what I mean? He said, "Well, such and such says, if breeders don't let people buy their house or come through their house, they hiding something." Yeah, I'm hiding my family. I don't have no facilities as they calling them now. This is my home. You ain't gonna just walk up in here just visiting my joint. If you ain't gonna fill out no application, and to least where I don't know who you are, you ain't coming up in my house. No way. So they got to understand that. I'll let you go, Dre. Sorry, I got a little bit carried away.
Nah, man, like it's good because like, Coach, was you done? Because I like you was cooking.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So like Coach was saying, man, like you got fans, you got supporters, and Joe, we've talked about this before. I don't look at this YouTube or I don't look at the social media as dogs. I look at it like the music industry because that's what it's becoming. Streams and how you reach people. It's like the music industry,
Yeah.
Who's I come on your show, I do a verse over here or an episode over here, a live over here, and it's that, right? And so I'm a businessman, and I've been saying it from the beginning, man. And I don't sell a lot of dogs. I don't go out and look to sell dogs. But what I wanted to get at with the whole social media thing is this: people see you on social media, and you were asked. I think the question was, "What's the misconceptions of social media, dog man?"
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest thing is that people think you get on social media because you are weak or you're not equal to. So that's your way of showing equality. Mm-hmm. And I think the greatest example of that was I do go to dog shows, right? I compete.
Right.
Like I don't have to compete. I like my stock. I enjoy them privately, right? However, I like to go to these shows, and this is no kidding. I went to a show, and there's some guys in the chat. Shout out to the Shogun Army. They was there, and people say, "Oh, he talks all this online. He's just catching the best angles of his dogs. He's just showing you, the highlights, And so when I got there, man, and I brought my dog out the kennel, there were some guys that I deal with, we're good or bad, and when they saw that dog come out there and looking like what I said looked like online, it was different. It's like listening to somebody's music on the radio versus going to see them in concert. And I think a lot of people don't get that. Like, man, I'm willing to stand behind my work, and it's social media. Don't get it twisted, man. I'm on social media because it's the new advertisement. It's not, there's no more newspaper articles. There's no more magazines. This is the new way to advertise. And my intention is not to belittle somebody else's camp or their program. My intention is to accentuate mine and reach people who are like-minded. That's what this was created for. Facebook was created for college students to link with other college students on stuff like that. It digressed into something different. And this whole online misconception of you get online because you're really not real, or you're really not doing what you say you're doing. You're just trying to show us your highlight reel. I think it's a fallacy, bro. And that's one of the things I want to attack. And I'm gonna pass the mic.
Take it back, Coach. Take it back, because I know you was cooking on it. I'm sorry, I had a moment.
I mean, Dre, you saying 1,000 words. That's 1,000% just about just what's going on with, like I said, just the dog game itself, but just social media and why we're on social media. And like you said, this is the wave as far as marketing is concerned. So if you want to show dogs, there's no other better way than these platforms, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever might have you. You can have a website, but it's not going to do as much power as far as Instagram, YouTube, etc. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, the misconception of this and the power, I would say the fake power of social media is that you're thinking that you are this influencer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But until you weigh out, like I said, the supporters versus the the supporters versus the fans, then you know really your power at the end of the day, how your reach is. Because like I said, and I always emphasize this, most people that are following you, they're following you because they truly like what you do, but most of your followers is like they're waiting for your downfall. I'm just gonna keep it real with you.
Yes.
I just gotta keep.
Yes.
100%. 100%. Because I see a lot guys trying to make it online, and they show too much. They show their mistakes, and that's one of the biggest things, because you're trying to show too much. You know what I mean? And it's like I always say, it's sharks in this water. It's dude with dog game knowledge out the ass, and they just sitting there looking and looking. And another thing too, though, some of your older dog guys don't have the capability of social media. You know what I mean? A little bit is some of that too could be an issue with how they look at us online. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how to work it. You know what I mean? And they have to be feeling it at some point in sales. You know what I mean? I would believe. You know?
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me add to what these right. So the old timers, right, and this is just myself in their shoes. They did things organically, and they did things word of mouth, right? And most people who was able to connect with a person of old who was established as far as a dog man, they weren't questioning them. Honor, able to soak up the game from somebody who has experience. Now, the OGs, right? I recommend them coming out because there are questions about what they've already done that made the dogs what they are today. So the OGs are probably maybe seeing it, maybe hearing it. They're not really, internet savvy, right? But they still hearing it from the, people around them. Hey, this is going on. They hearing this drama. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want no fucking rookie.
Yeah.
Somebody who ain't got no experience of dogs telling me that, oh, this is that dumb shit. Because that's dumb to them who got experience.
Yeah.
I respect an OG dog man. This is just me. I respect the OG dog man who knows his craft, who knows what he put the time, the effort, that knows his dogs, that don't want to get on social media, because all the social media gonna do is make them upset.
Yeah.
To me, we know how to handle social media.
Right. And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then too, like, so a guy like myself, my information don't come from online, it come from them. So it's kind of like my thing to at least try to get them on. You know what I mean? And show people, look, now this is the dude
we dealing with. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I wasn't intelligent, listen to what I'm saying. If I wasn't emotionally intelligent, I'll fall victim to all this fucking drama that's in the dog game. I will fall victim to that.
Yeah.
Okay, these OGs, that type of stuff, they use feminine as type gossip type stuff going on. They not used to that stuff.
Are you sure about that?
No, they not.
Yeah.
This shit done started probably maybe mid 2000s. This feminine ass men type movement. Men wasn't in their emotions, like fucking with their girl. You know what I'm saying? You killed one of their homeboys or something like that, family members. Like, we wasn't into all that Whitney Houston. I get so everything's all about how you feel.
And then too, it's almost like when you used to play a ball on the court and the girls show up. When people get online, man, they start showing out.
It's on that Whitney.
Look who we's the longest.
Yeah.
What's up with the dogs?
Yeah.
And that's why, my perspective, that's why to me the dog game ain't progressed. I'm progressing it, but the dog progress. Why talking about the OGs like that. We should give the OGs their respect for what they did 10 years, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But at the end of the day, the OGs should be looking at me, you, whoever else is doing these dogs like, yo, you done raised the bar.
Yeah. What are y'all doing? Teach me how to do what y'all doing, because I should be there. Yeah.
That part.
Yeah.
Look at a whole other level. Like, wow, what's up with that? I don't see that in the dog game.
Yeah. The cohesion. It's changing though, because we've been changing. I've been watching a little dog social media for a few years now, but I don't think, boy, the way we've been working together and everybody been like, man, it's been kind of crazy lately. You know how cohesive things have been. Like CDC, he done came out. That's your youngin.
Yeah,
he done came out the woodwork on him. We ain't trying to stop him. We ain't trying to block him.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Crazy shit. You know what I mean? So
that's how,
man.
You know what I mean? And Dre, like I said, I watch a lot of people's. I tell my young brothers and stuff, my dog brothers and dog sisters, like I'm damn near at every dog man's game. I'm back to the. I just watch. I'm like the scout. I'm always taking notes. So Dre, I've been peeping you for many moons, man, and I've seen how you came into the pit bull community and you had a genuine heart and you were trying to bring them together and do the what did you say, the online dog show, right? You was trying to do a lot of the. And I seen how they attacked you because you was trying to change and this to a community that's not about that, and I didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's, I'm not in that community. I'm just at the games watching, you know what I mean? But I seen how they did you, someone who was trying to be positive and bring people together, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that community, most of the dog community, but that particular community is riding on stuff that doesn't even equate to them. Like they riding on stuff that has nothing to do with them. But then you trying to bring a different light to the dogs, which that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to elevate the game, right? And then they're treating you like a stepchild, and that right there to me is unattractive. That right there to me is for the young men who are trying to do what we do. They see that, they get turned off by it. I'm sure they get turned off by it because there ain't nothing that's inviting about that type of energy. You know what I mean? But if we living in the past, and the past is the past, man, you can't rewrite the past. It's already done. If you keep trying to remix the past, you're going to keep getting the past. But we can't move forward from that. You know what I'm saying? We can't move forward from that. And that's really what's going on. That's why all the bicker bullshit and all that feminine shit going on in the dog game.
Right.
Because they ain't creating their own legacy. Nobody gets saluted for being pure, new, pioneer. Like, there's no pioneer saluting. If you're doing something different, hey, they pissing on you.
Yes.
Which is that's the dumbest shit ever. It's like, if we look at life, everything progresses. Look at our society. Every year is something new. Why in the dog game, everything is fucking 20, 30 years ago?
Coach, can I jump in real quick, Coach?
Go ahead.
So, like, when I found your channel, the first thing that got me had nothing to do with the dog. And this is big for me because, like, it matters. The man behind the dog matters to me more than the dog. The first video I saw, you was in your shed, you was getting ready to go feed your puppies, and you said a prayer. And I said, okay, I can rock with that. And in the pit bull community, they might not like X. X had dogs that they weren't considered not pit bulls, but they respect X because they respect the man, right? All of them, if you watch any of the pit bull videos, when they do shorts, they got X playing in the background, right? So I said, okay, this is a man that's aware of himself and aware of his things, right? And this is what I'm trying to get at. Coach mentioned another thing that really was important to me too. Times have changed. And I got some statistics to show y'all how times have changed because I wanted to interject this, and I have to get this in this show because this is the show that needs to hear it. Okay. So I was watching a thing, and Whoopi Goldberg had blasted our generation, my generation. I don't know how old y'all two are, but I'm 34. I'll be 35 next month. But I'm a Gen Zer. I'm the feelings generation. I was raised by a boomer, though. Let me put that out there. Okay, in 1980. The minimum wage was $3.10. Minimum wage is now $7.25. The average cost of rent was $243. It is now on average $1,900. Okay. Now the average price of a house then was you could get a house for $47,000. Is now $419,000. And then for college, it was $2,300, and now it's average of $30,000. So at that time frame, these guys that say they don't sell dogs, and I'm just using selling as an example. It's just one of the examples that have changed. Those guys that could afford not to sell dogs back then, it's because the average income, the 8.7% increase that has happened over time, matched what the cost of housing and schooling was back then. But now the cost of a house exceeds everything that we've increased on our income, the price of school, all of that stuff has changed. It's a completely different game. And so when you said I came in trying to change the game, I wanted to show brothers a way to get money without selling dogs. That 100%. And then when I went over there and I seen AK changed the game. AK changed the game for me. That's I was like, I'm not calling my dogs pit bulls no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling them pit bulls no more. They are that. They are that. I can't change the pedigree. But what I was getting at was, okay, the messaging has to change, and it has to start somewhere. You know, so 100%. I came over there. CDC came out. Young brother hungry, said he didn't have a dog. Some brothers try to play him, but I'm like, nah. I spent 10 years in the military just to get my first dog because I had to get solidified, right? And some of these guys will say things like, man, you ain't been in the dog game that long. What do you think I was doing in Korea? I'm training Jindos. I'm training Shinab Inus. I'm training Akita Inus. I'm training Tosa Inus overseas. They're not even mine, honing my craft. So when I finally get this AK dog, when I finally get this Saki dog, when I finally get one of these kind of Corsos, I am prepared for that dog. And that's what I see CDC doing. That's why I believe in him. And that's the difference in this new generation. They can watch and learn. You know what I'm saying? They can watch and learn. So when they get the dog, they're prepared, because in that interview with Brian, he was saying that these people get these dogs and they're ill prepared. Well, it's because they're not doing anything. They're not going over it. You can't go. Joe, you said it yourself. Ain't nobody coming to your house to work your yard. But back then, the cost of living was so cheap, you could afford to lose a couple of dogs and get them back.
Right.
You know, so they're not going over there and being yard boys anymore. So your only yard boy time is to watch these videos and learn.
Right.
Yep. And two, selling dogs don't really make a lot of money, man. Especially when especially right now, it takes a special man. If you ever notice a real dog man, it take a real special kind of guy that could coach is a full-time dog man. Yeah, that ain't the norm for the most of us. I have a business that really pretty much funds this, you know what I mean? Like, and then two, like, it's for let me get in on this. Let me show y'all something. I want to share a screen. I know y'all like when I share the screen here. Let me people always ask me this. How much money you making? This is a site called Social Blade, right? So Tony said something about some lady said she make $8,000 a month on YouTube. I would like to know who she is. This is what I'm putting in my. Can y'all see that screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's me, NWA Connie Corso. You could put in any YouTube channel you want. That's my home, and it did my theme song. What's up, Cheryl? Oh shit. I'll select channel. Look at here. There go my upload 640. I'm deep in the game. I got almost 4,000 subscribers. Come on, give me the 4,000. I almost got 500,000 views. And look at my monthly earnings. I pay more than that to get help editing the videos.
What does it say, Joe? I can't.
It says the estimated monthly earnings for my channel is $9 to $148. And bro, that's the truth. YouTube don't pay us like that. You know what I mean?
IG is
you said Instagram either?
Instagram's even worse. Instagram pennies.
Right. So yeah, I just want to get that. That's a big misconception. A lot of this is done out of love, like Doug and help finding shows and making shows people requesting, man, that's all done out of love. Even the guests, you two right now, it's done out of love. You know what I mean?
You know, if you a man or a dog woman, you trying to charge people to, you know, to interview you, man. I mean, stop it.
Yeah. Well,
Stop.
we could talk about that because Brian, he did mention the podcast responsibility. And it ain't nothing but a few juggernauts out there for his huge channels. Like if you go on and they can pretty much make you overnight. If he knows he can make you overnight, should he not charge you?
Man, can I elaborate on that?
Mm-hmm.
Just because somebody see you on a podcast, see, consumers / fans, they're not stupid. One thing that you will learn about social media is that people will follow you and then they will unfollow you at the same damn time.
Yep.
Okay, this is the truth. This social media fame that I'm telling y'all about, 'cause I live it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you pay somebody for a platform experience, right? They have a big platform, you pay them, okay, 5,000, whatever. You get 5,000 followers off that, 10,000 followers. I would guarantee you about 75% of them followers will unfollow you.
Yeah. Oh my God. 12 Titan Kennels. How you doing, sister? She came in and chopped it up with us. Okay. How you doing? Sorry, coach.
And 25% of those is emotional fans. And then maybe, the last 10% might be ones that really want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So then you just waste 5,000, whatever you charge you for that stuff. Come on, man, that's fake. And then not only that, there's bots. There's all kind of internet finessing going on that you get these followers that you thought you got off of that, but they got a system where they get you them followers, but they fake followers. They from overseas, they fake accounts. Now you think, okay, damn, followers, but none of them is supporting you.
Right.
None of them acting with your posts.
Mm-hmm.
In your DMs, like, yo, I saw the show, man, I love you. You like, damn, but you got all these followers. So that's why I said I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do that if I had a platform and I knew my listeners wanted to get some information from a dog man that I respected, that I want on my platform. Come over here, man. If my people follow you, it's all good. I don't need that. My people should be supporting me anyway. Why I need your money?
Right. That's
right.
right.
I see it. I'm giving something to my followers. They supporting me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need, you say own however you do your business, but I'm just saying, to me, it's a lot of fake shit going on with that. So I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't pay for it. No feature.
Hey, this brother, my what's up, Jihad? Hey, Arkansas, we gonna be down at the All Breed show, April 19th and 20th, Fayetteville, Arkansas. If y'all got my dogs, run them through there.
Yeah.
But some video markets sell puppies even though they're not quality.
Yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, watch this. There's people and then there's sheeple. There's more sheeple than people. Think about it like that. Okay. People should have a mindset that is based off of what they're looking for, what they want to do. They should be individuals when you're people, but the sheeple go along with the masses. So then people put certain things up and they have a following and they see a lot of people commenting like they want it. Oh, I want it. Then they just fall in line with it and get it. That's play. That plays. That ties into what Brian was saying too about people buying stuff from other people and then complaining when they buy it afterwards. Like, yo, I bought this, but it wasn't that. Well, yeah, you just bought it because everybody else was buying the shit.
Right.
You had your own thought process. You did your own research. You made sure that you bought what you were supposed to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just buy a lot of stuff that's not quality because they just fall in line with what's popular. What's trending is what they buy. They don't buy quality. They don't do their research. They're not really dog men and dog women. That's just my experience. They're not.
Yeah. That's what John Mill says. He said there's a difference in between people that like dogs and dog people. It's a big difference. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, man, everybody hit the like button. Share it right now. It's a hot show. You know what I'm saying? We got a pretty good chat amount in here today too. But yeah, man. But like dog breeding only makes up 4% of the market.
Yes.
The rest of it is product, healthcare, things like that. Yeah. So I know some of y'all probably said, damn, Joe's putting up shirts. He doing these affiliate sales. Yeah, because the YouTube, it don't pay no money. It ain't no money for me. You know what I mean? It just a lot of like Coach. Every Thursday's your show. Dre be having shows early in the morning when I be getting up to go to work. A lot of it is just done out of love and just a kind of like a community thing. You know what I mean?
Can I interject real quick though, Joe and Coach? Hey, so Coach, I did want to say this. So I agree, Coach, but I want to give a different perspective. So I look at YouTube like it's rap. Rap is the only culture that I've seen develop in my lifetime. And so, like, Coach, if you come on my channel, Joe, you come on my channel, and I interview you, I pay $1 a minute for your words. And I tell you why. And this is not to solicit people, because I don't reach out to a lot of people. But I value your time, and I want your portfolio like that, because like Joe and I talk offline, and I give him the game of I make about the same thing Joe makes on YouTube, but through promotions and other things, I'm able to do more things without selling dogs, right? And so, like, for you, Coach, like your message literally changed my whole program. Like, if you look at 2023 Dre and 2025 Dre, after I found your channel, it changed, right? So I value your words, and I believe that people put their money behind what they truly believe in. They can say they support you, they can like, follow, subscribe, but like, you know what I'm saying, brothers like Dickie Foster that's coming through with the super chats all the time, they believe in you, and they willing to put their hard-earned dollars behind that, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you come over there and interview you, okay, Coach, I need 30 minutes for 30. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, Dre, take it, cool, whatever, woo. A lot of guys won't even take the money, and it's not about that. It's about, I believe that your words are so valuable to me that they're going to generate over the course of the next 12 months that $30 back. It's an investment. It's a business investment for me.
Mm-hmm. Can I interject what you just said? Can I interject? Okay, so what you saying is you paying me for the interview. But what Joe was talking about, maybe I'm wrong, Joe, is where the people want you to pay them, the high up dog man. Was you talking about that? They want you to pay them for the interview?
Well, no, it wouldn't work like that for me, because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people, as small as I am, a lot of people get hits after the show, because it goes back to what you said. I ain't bought no views. Everything is organic, bro. I've been like the last month or two, people who bought puppies from me. Yeah, I don't advertise puppy on this channel. I might show them. You might see my dogs in thumbnails and things like that, but I don't advertise puppies on the channel. But it was 3 different times I'm in there. We do write the contract. I watch your podcast. Really? Yeah, like it's like you don't know who's watching. It's like people that's trying to figure out how to buy puppies and just learn, because it's a lot of times that people have went through a lot of pain buying dogs. Like I said before, like I got up one time, wrapped up in some YouTube videos, and everything the man said was correct. But what he didn't tell me, when I'm looking for this type dog, you done hyped up in my head that you're going to send me to somebody who's going to fuck me. So that part, you know what I mean?
Can I jump in one more time real quick? Yeah. I got to do it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm about to blow it up. We got to go nuclear here. But I'm telling you right now, Coach, Joe, and myself, all 3 channels, right? We're that small niche that you say, right? But I tell you right now, if Coach go in there right now and say one of his biggest dogs on his yard passed away, it's gonna send ripples through YouTube. Joe, you go in here right now and say, I support this person, and you just got them 10 sales. You know what I mean? And what I'm getting at is, don't look at the numbers, look at the influence. Don't look at the numbers, look at the influence, because Coach, I done been on bigger channels, and you go live, and this is what I love about lives. Coach, you'll go live and say something, right? Then I go to this channel that's got 120,000 subscribers, and they regurgitating what you said.
Same thing.
They regurgitating what you said. You know what I'm saying? And I look at the date, and it was a live. It's both lives. And they regurgitating what you said. So you know what I'm saying? Like, look at the numbers all you want to, man. But like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm leaving it here.
Man, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Elaborate. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I mean. And everything y'all saying is it plays. Everything you're saying is plays. But think about when you have a big channel like, let's say, Shannon Sharp's channel, or you got these big channels, Vlad TV, and these big channels. They pay for their people to come on a platform. They paying for that. They paying them a fee. That's what I'm saying. Like when you get to the point where you have a influential dog man that you want him on your platform, right? And he's going to bring something to your audience. Those people are going to want you to pay them. That's what I'm saying. As a dog man, we should not. To me, this is my opinion. If I come on your channel to bless your channel with my knowledge or whatever it might be, right? I should just go ahead and, bless your channel, because that's what I want to give to you, Joe or Dre. I want to get that to you. My supporters is already supporting me. See what I'm saying? I'm already good. Why I need money from you? But see, when it comes to the flip side, that's where shit get misconstrued, and that's where people's head get bigger than where it should be. Because now it's like, I don't want to bless the dog community with my knowledge because I need to get paid for it. Versus, hey, where did you get your knowledge from? There ain't nothing new under the sun. You had to learn from somebody. Somebody blessed you and gave you some game. They didn't charge you for it. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Right now, what you doing, Dre, I respect that. I wouldn't accept it, but I respect that. You doing that. You know what I'm saying? But pretty soon, Joe, you're going to have enough influence where motherfuckers is going to be like knowing about you. You're going to reach out to them. They'll be like, yo, Joe, I need about $2,000 for that interview. They're going to come at you like that. And that's what I'm saying.
No, bro, I think it's going to work the opposite, actually, because I be getting, who I ain't had. Who haven't I already had?
Hold on, watch this. Are you influential enough? And I'm not knocking what you're doing because I respect everything that you're doing. But are you at a point where you got, let's say, 3,000 people watching your show in the lives, or 10,000 people, or 20, like academics, 20,000 people in your live, where those people who are big dog men, they know that them coming onto your shit is going to attract more people. They know that, okay, Joe making money over there because he's getting the super chats. He's getting the cash apps. Come on now. This is what I'm saying. This is that internet famous we talking about now.
You talking about famous. Yeah.
Okay.
But let's talk. Let's be real with it. How many juggernauts is it like that in the dog world?
None. Well, I think there's one. There's one that
TV.
I can name three.
Name three.
Okay. So Marlon and DDK9 like that. Marlon's like that.
Okay, I hadn't checked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, documentary TV was like that, but he's realizing now that there's other brothers giving information, and you look at his stuff and it's not producing like it used to produce. You know what I'm saying? And then I would say Stoney Dennis was like that once upon a time too.
Yeah, but they kind of different genres. You know what I mean? A little bit.
But in the umbrella of the dog stuff, right?
Gotcha. Yeah, I understand.
And I want to get this to Coach too, man, because bro, I came over here tonight to talk about it, and we're talking about the fake social media dog, and that's the title, right? So I'm gonna bring it back to the title. So what I don't like is, and what I don't disagree with is people will try to discredit you and then say the same thing you said. Joe, you have come on here before with multiple people that I didn't even think was possible for a person of our hue to get on the show. And you know what they're looking to you for? You know what they're looking to Coach for validation. I do a list every year. I got 3,000. We're neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? I did that list, and people with 40,000 subscribers was looking at my little 3,000 subscriber channel like, bro, I wasn't on the list because it's grassroots. You know what I'm saying? Like Coach was saying, these bots. I don't care about that bot stuff, man. Right now, I know Duro, you know what I'm saying? I know Young Ready, I know they steppers. Them is steppers. Big A, Big Hill, steppers. Doug, those are steppers. It's channels right now with 100,000 subscribers on there. And I'm going to go back to the dogs. It's channels with 100,000 subscribers right now that don't have a single stepper in that 100,000. But you come on here and they see you got two. I'm a Christian. Where three are gathered in his name, he is present. You got three real dog men talking on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Just three. And it's more potent and it's more straight drop than any of that other stuff they talking about, bro. And I can't make it up because I do watch it. I do the top trainers of YouTube. I do the top breeders of American Pit Bull Terrier. I do all this stuff and I watch it and I analyze it. But I also go back and I'm like, okay, they don't know I'm watching these small channels. Coach was saying that they pay people to do interviews. They pay people to go steal your content because you only have 3,000 subscribers.
Woo.
They coming over there to watch you with your little backyard breeding program. That's what they call it to de-glamorize you, and they're pumping out your stuff.
Facts.
Cultural appropriation. It's the music game all over again.
But I'm gonna tell you something else I'm seeing now. I'm seeing bigger channels saying shit. Don't be listening to them over there. Don't be listening to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. I'm showing up.
because you got Blue Magic. You seen that scene in American Gangster. You got the Blue Magic. You know what I'm saying? And what's Nicky Barnes? He's selling your stuff and cutting it down.
Yeah.
Your information. This is drop. These words is money.
And you know what? They won't say your name. They won't ever say your name. You better not say my name. Because
if they say your name, and people go watch you, well, why am I watching you? Why am I watching you?
Right. He got all them folks over there. Look at them. Look what they talking about. All kind of stuff. They look at this. This dude, he mixing up his own breed and teaching them how to do it properly. It's TMI. It's too much information. You know what I mean? And then we collabing. We ain't like hating on each other. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you got something to share. Bring your ass on over here. We don't give a damn because we confident men, not arrogant men, confident men. You know what I mean?
Hey, and there's under the sun. We didn't invent this shit.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
Ain't nothing new. Shit. This is just stuff that back in the day, they didn't have social media. Yeah. So it was a small group of people in that circle that knew because they was doing shit.
Right.
People all over the world was doing the same shit.
Exactly.
Now we know that they were doing the same shit. Now they want to keep it a secret. Like, stop playing. But see, people versus sheeple.
Yeah. And this is a thank you, Ohio Malawan Mom. Now, this lady here is a true supporter. Joe, you misspelled something. Joe, hey, I saw this and that. She corrects me. You know, she got my number, you know what I mean? And things like that. But this is another thing here, right? What I just mentioned about people that's like really big, they won't say your name. They don't want to collab with you. We don't want nobody to see you. You're gonna affect me. Now, the haters love to say your name. They love to latch on to you. You know what I mean? You know, that's the other tactic, man. Like so many channels, man. It's so many dudes like I ain't gonna call his name because I don't want them to get them mad at me. But a lot of them been on my channel. Huh?
Say it.
Do it.
Yeah,
okay.
I put stamps on it, and I'll tell you why I put stamps on it, Joe.
Okay.
It's not to be drama filled. It's not.
Right.
However, I went to college. When I do a direct quote and then it has a bibliography, right? This is where I got it from. Now, mind you, if you don't want to do that, I completely respect it. But at this point right here, and if they get their name, it's not to be negative. But I'm using what you said. Your direct quote in this example. Even the news do that.
Right. So, for example, like Lee Robinson, he will be coming out with a show on, just the battles of online. You know what I'm saying, dude? We really get stalked, bro. You know, you know what I mean? It's people that want to be us. It's people to see like Joe ain't the most articulate. He ain't the prettiest. He don't know that he ain't been in a dog game 15 years. How's he able to do that? It'd be different little things, bro. You know what I'm saying? It might be people like, why am I not included? I will see you. It might not be nothing interesting. Then you got these people. Well, I should be interviewed. Okay, well, tell me why, brother. Yeah, tell me about it. Did they tell me they regurgitate something they unheard straight from my show? Bro, like I asked the question. I even heard a dude say something. He was trying to bring some dirt up on the breeder. And I said, damn. I looked at where he was from. He was in another country. How would you know about that over here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I heard him say one time, yeah, such and such did me wrong with a dog. He in another country. Man, stop lying. These dudes, yeah, and I've made a couple mistakes with guests, you know what I mean? But I tried to get better. People help me, and things like that. But yeah, online, it ain't easy. It ain't what it's cracked up to be, but it is some reward, especially when you see this stuff like this. You know what I mean?
Can you tag me back in again? Can I please tag me back in, please?
Hey, there you go.
Bro, you're influential. And like, bro, you're called an influencer. Coach, I gotta use you because like, bro, you sold me. Coach got this thing he doing. He was talking about it on a live a couple weeks ago. He'd be like, listen, let me holler at you. Like, bro, that is catchy, right? Like, if I ain't know nothing else about him, like, bro, why is he saying that? He got it. He hooked, got it. Right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. What you call it, Joe? A dopamine.
Dopamine hit. Yeah. But hey, Coach, what I tell you the other day, who gonna be advertising my dogs for me?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so going back to the fake social media thing, that ain't fake. That's organic. Because I didn't understand it till he's told me. But you gotta watch. You gotta really understand a man. I don't even want to sell you a dog if you don't watch my channel because you don't know nothing about my program. Right. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody comes to me about a puppy, I'll quiz them about the show that was on last week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's something from 3 years ago. I quizzed them about what I was talking about last week. Because if you're not watching me, you don't understand the program. You know what I'm saying? That ain't fake. You know what I'm saying? That's a vetting process. I have a 25 question test to buy a puppy for me.
Right.
And the first question is, if this puppy doesn't work out for you, what are you going to do with that puppy? What happens to my name and what? Right. I'm about to get to the point with an NDA. I'm about to get to the point with an NDA and say, okay, I sold you this puppy. It came with a vet bill of health. I temperament tested this puppy, and you got this puppy. You know what I'm saying? If it does well, it's your glory. If it does bad, it's all yours. You can have everything. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you post that pig, everybody know where it came from anyways. I don't need you to glorify my name. I'm doing that. I'm putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? You're only as good as your last performance. You're only as good as your last performance. And everything that I'm into, like Coach was saying, everything I do online is based upon, work. There is no work that beats breeding. You either got a good breeding or you don't. It looks like the parents or it don't. You do training. Either it does what you say it's about to do or it doesn't do that. And I've called out million subscriber trainers. I'll go live and do training in the softball field by my house, right? I don't know a single person that I follow, and I'm going to say names, and it's not to be messy. This is not to be messy. I'm being real. I've never seen Michael Ellis train live. I've never seen Stoney Dennis train live. I've seen Robert Cabral train live, and I was okay. I like what he's doing. He's showing the everything, right? But when I train live, I think my performance is better.
Yeah, trainers don't like to show everything though. They don't even when they come on a show. They don't say nobody. Let me make this sure too. Anybody has came on my show, most of them don't tell everything because people run with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Run with it. What I'm getting at is this, Joe, because that's fair. That's fair. When you say something and you put it in the public domain, however they interpret it is how they interpret it. But this is what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is, the internet dog man going live. I went to a park, right? And there was people in my chat. They like, see if that dog can go over the fence. This dog can go over the fence. Boom, live, over the fence. How you can get it back over the fence, Dre? Come back, boom, back over the fence. If I'm showing you in real time, and that's not enough, I don't need to deal with you. Because at the end of the day, you want me to lie to you. People want to be lied to. So they can have it. Because Coach, you said something earlier, people are effeminate and women want to be lied to. And this is true. I'm not gonna say all women. I'm not gonna blanket that. But the women I've dealt with in my life, even down to my mother, want to be lied to. You know what I'm saying? My mother caught me when I was 16. My mama caught me doing some stuff in the street. You know what I'm saying? She found some stuff in my pocket now. She had it in my pocket, right? Is this yours? Tell me it ain't yours, son. I believe you. I could be on death row right now for murdering 10 people. My mama, tell me you didn't do it, son. You didn't do it. People want to be lied to. And I'm using my family. This is my experience. With these dogs, it's the same thing. People want you to lie to them so they can play victim when whatever you said don't work out. That's what it is, because it's an effeminate thing. Lie to me so I can be the victim and I can garner support behind what you said.
True.
And I'm not going to give you that. And they're not going to like that. I'm going to give you this. Yeah, I said sit, he didn't sit. So what? I bet you say sit 5 times, he don't sit. So what?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
what?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. I bet you I'll come back tomorrow and that's work. I'm going to work tomorrow. And when I say sit tomorrow, he's going to sit. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe 30 days from now, but I'm working. And those are things you cannot fake. You can't fake those. That's what they don't like. They want to go in here and put these highlight reels on there of the dog doing everything. Guess what? With the pit bulls, and I'm only going to speak on pit bulls, is all I know. When I go to a dog show, dogs that ain't never barked at another dog will see the other dogs barking and they bark. When you go to an obedience trial, because I train, when you go to an obedience trial, the dogs are sitting there watching other dogs be rewarded for reacting how they're supposed to react, and they react that way. But you take them home in your environment where they don't have something to reinforce that behavior to get that payoff, and they don't act that way.
Right.
I'm done.
I heard you say something, Coach, in your live. You said something to the point. You can straighten it out once I tell it to you, but that women actually may do better on social media.
Okay, I can elaborate. And this is no disrespect to who are very intelligent and they know how to get what they want. Okay. However, when it comes to dogs or anything when it comes to sales, if you have a woman who is very sweet to the eyes, that makes sense, and has a dog, the dog can be very mediocre. And the woman is, let's say I hate to say the spirit, but it is she's a Jezebel spirited woman. That means that she's very masculine in her powers and she's influential in her sexuality. She can get the lamest of lame men to influence them to purchase their dogs. And a lot of the women who are that have masculine tendencies and feminine beauties, they sell a lot of dogs. They'll sell more dog men who have better dogs than them. It's just is what it is. Term sex sells.
Yeah.
And see that a lot in the dog game. And the let's say the dog men who have women like that, who like to be on the forefront, who use them, I can't knock them for that because it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
And
you know what? I'm sorry, go ahead, finish, Coach.
No, that's an influence in the dog game. That's a fact with social media and dogs. The ones who have women in front of the sales sell more than us who have the dogs. The fact.
You know what? I see even a different aspect, especially on YouTube. You had the young lady, 12 Titan Kennels is in the chat. Yeah, y'all familiar with her? She's a Connie Corso breeder, been around, pretty big channel. I see a different aspect as well, even like as far as her style. And we calling names tonight. And another channel called Sensa Tempo Connie Corso, and another channel called Ozzy the Connie Corso. They speak well. It's not even really about the visual. A lot of times they just have it pointed on the dogs, and they speak well. And then you kind of look around like I don't kind of listen to this whole video before I even thought about it. And I'm not saying they lying, but it's storytelling. They're able to keep your attention for at least 15 minutes. They're good at it. You know what I'm saying? And they you can't hate on them because look, they ain't talking about it. Nobody else. They talking about their dogs, their programs, and they keeping you there.
Yeah.
And they have huge followers. You know what I mean? I think that's another aspect.
So I wanted to give another one, and I like her channel, not because she does wear provocative things. I ain't gonna lie, but that's the sister Yuki Stir. Yoke Gang.
Oh, Yoki. Yeah, I talked to Yoki. I tried to get Yoki on. Yeah.
And me too. But I will say this: Yoki not only she knows her sexuality and she uses it to market herself. Cool, I get it. She's a married woman. But the thing I'll give her is I ain't never seen a woman wearing Daisy Dukes jump off of a tractor trailer and go stab a hog before until Yoke Gang. You know, so there is a balance of sexuality and actually performance. You know what I'm saying?
With her, yeah.
Yeah.
Dre, and see how many followers you get versus how many followers she get.
And then what Yoki does too, she busting them guns. She doing gun reviews and things like that. Yeah, so men like big butts and guns. I mean, shit. But yeah, it's all kind of aspects in this game. And one thing too, like Tony would do well if he was on. He could speak well. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about Tony Scandy, and a lot of people want to hear from him about the Corso. He know that though. He know people itching for him to just do a solid one-on-one.
Watching the tape, Tony don't want to deal with these freaking individuals. And to see if I was a veteran like Tony, I wouldn't either. I'm already established. Yeah. I need social media for. I don't want to deal with you, Mr. Know-it-alls that don't know shit.
Yeah.
I respect that because it's like that's what we deal with. That's what I deal with. I have to it though. See what I'm saying? I told my Whitney Houston. That means I call it Whitney. That emotion. I get so. Remember Whitney Houston had that song. I get so emotional, baby. Every time I call it the Whitney. I have to control my Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Tony. He doesn't have to do that. He's a veteran. He got a purple. He got a purple heart. All the stuff that you get in the field as a soldier.
Right.
So, all there were telling me, and I heard him mentioning about some other individuals, some young boys who had a podcast at one time was calling him out. You know what I mean? Like, who want to deal with a veteran?
Right. Yeah.
Can I jump in on that real quick, Coach?
Go ahead.
So I want to share this with y'all, man. Like, I've been playing it close to the chest, man. But this needs to be said tonight, Coach, Joe, and Tony. Tony, if you see this in the background, the thing I'm working on right now is Spotify because I don't think YouTube is for everybody. But I follow a guy named Terry Bradshaw from Tar Heel K9. He's a dog trainer. You know what I'm saying? And Spotify has $400 million a year they put towards brand new podcasts. And the thing about podcasts is you don't have to listen to the comments or have people on your podcast. You can just talk and get paid to talk. And, I learned that from Gilly and Wallow. You know what I'm saying? So these are things where, because at the end of the day, man, like, I'm not saying you can't do it for free, but I'm saying like an OG vet, like you talking about, bro, like you got enough knowledge, you can go in there and just start talking. You can start talking from the day you began until now and have 10 years and get paid for it. You know what I'm saying?
But what he's doing is perfect. At least what he's done over on my channel is perfect because people still don't know him over here in the Matrix, like who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's hundreds of, he ain't been on here like that, but they starting to, he the dude, that's the dude. And he got a lot of haters too. So that show you who he is. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it was something else I was gonna say. Go ahead, one of y'all. I'm sorry, I lost my thought.
So
make up some shit.
No. I was just saying, as far as like, let's say someone like Tony, if I was in his shoes and I didn't need social media to validate me or increase my popularity or increase my sales, you know what I mean? I wouldn't use it. The only reason why I got on social media is because I'm doing something new. So I have to introduce the world to it. You see what I'm saying? If I keep buying dogs based off of my favorite dogs of all time, and I was piggybacking on other people's waves, then I would have just bought their best dogs and then promoted them. That's what I would have did if that was me. That's not me. I wanted to create dogs.
I have a different perspective. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I have a different perspective on that because our breed is in a lot of trouble. So like Tony and some of them guys have been around a minute. You know, Tony always temperament. That's one of his main things. It's important for them to start showing face and get in front of this breed. You know, we got movements now like is it UK where they banning all bully breeds, and then you got Zach George over here. This dude is trying to get legislation on dog training equipment, bro. Certain dog, for real. It's certain things that need to be stepped in front of if you really love your breed, and I think he understands that. And I don't talk to every top person in the Connie Corso breed. It's only two that's really came. Tony and a judge, Jimmy Stanchio. You know, so yeah,
but remember what you said about being social media famous and an influencer, what you bring to the table, what you invite to the table. You invite people that you don't want in your life, that you probably never wanted in your life. You know, me being who I am and just, you know, like I said, a pioneer dog man, and I stay in my own lane. I don't get in nobody's business. You know, like I said, there's a lot of people who's envious and jealous that watch me. And I had a situation where they couldn't wait for something that was controversial, but real that I did. And they was harassing me, calling phone, calling my wife's work, calling animal control, harassing me, death threats. Do you think Tony's gonna deal with that? I'm just letting you know. This is
he
what
don't want to deal with that. He don't want to deal with that, but Tony
with.
will welcome that because he'll whoop that ass.
Oh,
But yeah, he don't want to deal with that. No one does.
Come on, man. We gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 1,000. This will be on this. We on this live.
Right.
I only talk from in the field. Talking no hypotheticals, nothing. These motherfuckers can get into your personal and business and hack your shit. Bro, this is what we dealing with. This ain't no respect to you, Tony. Tony, you can't beat them, Tony, because they'll be in your financials. They'll hack your internet. Bro, this is real. Like I had people hitting me up doing my personal business, knowing all kind of shit. Like, how do you know that? Because you're dealing with hackers. You ever dealt with a hacker before?
Boy,
this is what you do in this type of social media. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, watch this.
Go ahead.
I was, you know, diffuse that by not engaging in it in the way they wanted me to. See, if you're not emotionally intelligent, then you would just fuel their fire. You see what I'm saying? And the OGs ain't used to that. That's my point. They're going to do what Tony said. Let's get the fight going. They don't fight fair. That's what this is what I'm
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That goes back to the top of the video where people would call me, drop deadly lies on people and people that's involved with these breed clubs. They got flunkies, bro. They got flunkies, serious flunkies, because you live the dog game full time, and some other these people do too. And it's serious business. You know what I mean? It's serious business on the extent on what they would do to stop you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, and to bring it to me as though I'm a joker. I'm gonna tell you something I don't do. I don't talk to a lot of people. I do not talk to a lot. It's the first. If something ever get out, I know who will put it out. I remember who I talked to. I don't talk to many, even with the Corso. I can count on my right hand the guys I deal with for information about the dog, so I can get the truth. But one thing about it, having this podcast, they know I don't get on here running my mouth about personal stuff. I can get the truth about some dog. I know dogs what the dogs to stay away from. I know the dogs to go to. You know what I mean? And then too, the dog community is a screenshot community. if anybody, y'all finna laugh now. All you people that be messaging me, do you ever see me? Most time I don't even write my messages.
Facts.
I voice them because it is a screenshot community, bro. It is sickening.
Wow.
It is sickening, bro. Everybody battling for bouteille power. You know what I'm saying?
Can I jump in on that real quick, Joe?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Coach, man, I don't know you personally. I never met you in person. But the genuineness, and Joe, the genuineness is there, right? And I love it. I get Dre, they say Dre is soft. That's me in the Pitbull community. I'm the soft guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have never pulled up to a dog show and been the soft guy at the dog show.
Right.
I've had people that have talked, and I watched the other channels. I watched the chats to see who's saying what. I've had people coming to me that have been talking junk about me, you know, and they see me in person, and what Boosie say? They want me to be a gangster, you know.
Right.
And you know what's that stuff you talking about? You know, I'm 6 foot, 205 pounds, and military trained. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the brag. That's the truth. I've been sharing it with my channel since day one. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, you know, like, man, he really pulled up. And it's not on the pull up to check you. It's I'm here to really be about these dogs.
Right.
I'm here about these dogs. I didn't come to this show to turn this show out. I came to this show to show these dogs. And if you feel some type of way, you know, you see me, you see JT, you see Big A. And that's why I said, man, they scared of that, bro. They scared of Doug, man. They scared of Young Brady. They scared of Duro. Because these guys are, and when I say it's not about gangsters, it's not about hurting people. It's about, okay, the things they said, they stand on. That's rare. That's rare.
Mm-hmm.
It's really rare.
Right.
You know, and so with this new social media dog man thing, I know guys right now in my community. I can't speak for other communities. I know guys in my communities, they can't pull up. They can't pull up in person. You know what I'm saying? They can't. But I ain't never said nothing, did nothing to nobody where they want to harm me. And at the end of the day, if you try to harm me, I'm going to kill you. Because it's not because I'm a gangster. It's because I'm lawfully and justified in my behavior.
I'm going to do what Mother Nature tells me to do.
Exactly.
But I'm going to tell you something else too, man.
Myself.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, but as well, being online too, especially in the format that I do, where I'm talking to multiple different people hang on to your every word. And this is an ever learning game. What to do, what not to do. Like Dre, you done been through a couple wars and you survived them. Like your last war, I was like, oh man. But I'm gonna tell you, you got through it. But I'm gonna ask you, brother, never do another ranking system again. If you do it, make it a poll and let the people decide. Yeah, don't ever do that again. Because the society we live in, like this stupid ass Michael Jordan, LeBron, that we always ranking who's the Afro Negro and all this stuff, man. That ranking shit is like something like prehistoric in our mind that is dangerous. You know, I'll let the people decide the champ the next time. But you survived it, but I was like, whoo.
Can I speak on that though?
Yeah.
Okay.
So before you come in, Dre,
go ahead.
So Dre, like I said, I'm a fan of your movement. I respect your movement. Everything you're doing with the Shogun Army, I'm a fan. So just let you know that. What I would suggest, Dre, is that, I mean, this is something that I did as far as the Pitbull community and Pitbulls itself, right? Being that you're doing something totally opposite of what the people that is, you know, that you were targeting at one time are doing with their dogs, I would suggest that you just separate yourself from that and continue with your Shogun Army and what you showing and doing with your dogs and leave that pit bull shit alone. That's just my suggestion. You can do your own thing, but me from the outside looking in is that you don't fit in with that community because that community is on that Michael J. Fox shit. And they on that stuff that's fucking dead and gone. And if you still doing that shit, you the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. And you should be hung by a tree. But at the end of the day, stupid is what stupid does. But if you the hokey pokey,
the one right foot in and the right foot out in that game, you always gonna deal with that entanglement and that confusion, if that makes sense. So what you're doing with your dogs, I've been watching. Do it. They tell you, oh, pit bulls can't do that. Pit bulls shouldn't be doing that. Who said that? Who? You said that? Now, if they said that, then you need to separate yourself from that. That's just my suggestion, because I had a whole pit bull program I built in 2005 because I was in love with the pit bulls, just like you. Now, when I started to promote my dogs, and I was promoting my dogs, not no other bloodlines, but the coaches, they were telling me my dogs ain't pit bulls. My dogs ain't this. My dogs ain't that. Okay, well, that's fine. Not only that, then the ones who was inquiring about my dogs, they wasn't paying me what I wanted. I wanted $2,500 for my pit bulls. Oh, they wanted to pay $500. They want to pay. Why I want to deal with that? This is me. Then the drama that I'm seeing involved in it, the most hate I was getting for people of my hue, light-skinned niggas and dark-skinned niggas. Excuse my language. So keep it real.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm seeing that it's mostly my people who should be supporting me, but they supporting, and no offense to my white brothers, but they supporting some old, hillbilly white brothers. Might have been prejudiced, might have called me and my people niggas back in the day, but they bigging them up. But I got some dogs that's quality, and you don't want to spend no money, but then when I do my own line, you want to hate on me? That's what I see they doing to you. They hating on you for what you doing, and you trying to uplift the breed. You trying to do something different with the breed. So my suggestion to you, and I digress, is do the Shogun Army, do your shit with your dogs, promote how you promote. Leave that pit bull shit. Let that shit's dead anyway. Okay, y'all can hang me to the cross. That shit's dead. And if y'all doing that old shit from back in the 90s and the 80s, man, kill yourself. Because the police and the feds is coming for y'all dumbass niggas.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, digress. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Trey.
adjustments.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead.
So the one thing I want to say about the list is there's a channel I follow called Top Tens, and they do top tens on everything. That's where I got the idea from. Because like I use tried and true tactics, right? And Joe, you're right. That was a war. Coach, you're right. I don't fit in over there. I never had. It took me 5 years to find a breeder when I told them because I didn't lie to the breeders. I said what I was going to do. And it took me 5 years to find 2 breeders that would allow me to use their dogs for what I do. But the disclaimer was, if you don't like my list, make your own. And you said there's people in their sheeple. There's people in their sheeple. The sheeple, rather than make their own list and stand 10 toes down on what they think, they rather attack mine. And it's a clear dividing line there. The other thing is, I watch a lot of TV. I watch the Game of Thrones, and I watched it. There's something I learned, and I really wish more people would think on this. So there was an episode where they wanted to find out who the snitch was, right? And they're not talking about snitching in the sense of the dog game. They want to find out who was leaking information. So the guy told 3 different stories, 3 different people. And Joe, this ties into what you were saying about people sending you information. They told 3 different stories to 3 different people. And when information came out based upon, he said that this person did that. I told this person that this person did that. I told this person did that. When the lie came out, he knew exactly who the person was that was going back and telling this information.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I haven't gotten to that point yet. But with these guys online, bro, with this online stuff, you know what I'm saying? I haven't done a misdirection because I don't want to put out false information. But in the private conversations, I will do that.
Right.
I will do that in a private conversation. I tell you something that I know you're gonna go back and tell. And it's a both ways lie. And I know exactly where it came from. And I know if you can be trusted or not.
Right.
Yep.
And then, I remember starting out, man, we would just have dudes just come disrupt our shows for nothing. It was like, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? It is a lot of different hatred. But I do got to say something about the pit bull community. They probably have been the most overall giving to social media for its content as a whole. They talked about their dogs more openly, and they set the tone for even dudes like me the whole style we operate in, you know, like brothers like 7-8 Sports TV, the whole style I operate in, I'm a boxing fan. It was looking at him. It's engaging. We win because we engage with our audiences. And you learn that from looking at dudes like him. He talking to the chat. Like I see Javier Noriega. I seen King Carter, Duro, and it's actually a real community. A lot of channels don't do that. They said, fuck them comments. Fuck y'all. Don't call me. Don't ask me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Buy this product. Just shut the fuck up, talk to me. But do what I tell you. You hear me? It's more like a relationship like that. And sometimes it's deserving because they are fans. Some people do this act stupid about seeing people doing quick little tricks and stuff with their dogs, and and people do look at subscriber count. People do look at views. They'll look at oh, that shit got 30,000 views. It don't necessarily mean it's good, and it don't necessarily mean it's true. You know what I mean?
There, Joe. See, I'm from the outside looking in. See, you're neutral, Joe, because you got an NWA Kenny Corso channel. You're an all dogs channel. Let you represent a pit bull and see how that community treats you. Let you have your own pit bull and your own movement, own conversation about your pit bulls. That's not sheeple represented, but you represented. That's what Dre is experiencing. That's what I've experienced. Is I have my own movement with my pit bulls. I'm not riding off the OGs. I respect them.
Right.
I respect boys and the whoever, I respect because they did their thing and their stories resonate. You know what I mean? Going hard, all them, it resonates with me. But at the same time, let me come in with an AK-47 chopper freak of nature.
Mm-hmm.
That them boys ain't never had between their legs. They wish they had a dog like that between their legs. But let me come in and promote my shit. Oh, there ain't no such thing. Oh, that dog's a mutt. That dog's a cur. Really? Really?
Mm-hmm.
But if I was Michael J. Fox and shit going back in my time machine and I had me a dog from, Boudreaux here in 2025 reincarnated, then they'd be on my dick. You see what I'm saying? So from what your perspective, I get it. You know what I'm saying? They are, they're intrigued by what we doing. But see, for those of us who understand what the OGs was doing with performance dogs, like me, I know how to make dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Make dogs. I understand genetics and I understand crosses. I understand hybrid vigor. I understand performance dogs. These pit bull fanciest, a lot of them in the chat are pit bull fanciest, they enthusiasts. They off the nostalgia of the dog. They're not off the craft of the dog. So instead of giving salutes to real dogmen who's doing what the OGs were doing, see the OGs back in the day, and I'm gonna digress. The OGs back in the day was in their lab cooking for performance. They didn't have the internet telling them, oh, your shit's this, your shit's that. You can't do that. First of all, they weren't even telling you how they made them dogs. Period. Mm-hmm. So for you, Joe, right? Those people are supporting you. They like what you're doing because we all support you. I love what you're doing. I'm a dog man. But let you come in as a pit bull man doing something different and watch how they fucking portray you like like Judas, and all the people that be betraying you that's close to you. They're gonna do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So I digress on that, but it's a two-edged sword when it comes to the pit bull community. They got a lot of knowledge because of the
right, but too, you got to remember too that I cover all breeds, and if you watch it enough, it's similarities in every community, bro. It's bad in every community. Even some of the stories, like, damn, that sounds like the story of how this sucker developed over here, and this sound like this and this. It's the same thing. The pedigree stuff, the pedigree hustlers is in every breed, bro. Every breed. We got our wars in the course. Look, but
that's all I was saying.
Yeah, it's a show. It's a show that dedicate every show to me out here. The last 10 or 12 shows been about me, and it's another Corso show. And I don't even know the boys.
Right. But see, that's what I'm making to you, Joe. You see what I'm saying? So within your breed community, there's a lot of knowledge and information and talk in there, a lot of information that goes hand in hand. But being that you're in that community, then there's a lot of dissension.
That's right.
There's a lot of dissension. That's my point. That's what Dre's experience, right?
Right.
He had, he's promoting his yellow dogs, etc. He's doing, but there's dissension in that because he's promoting his dog and he's, you know, it's a pit bull, right? Right, Dre?
Yeah.
So there's what it is. That's my point. Because you're all dogs too, that's why the pit bull community, they're not on your neck as much as the Corso community is.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Connie Corso. If your shit was NWA, American Pit Bull game, you're gonna be dealing with the shit I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. But hey, I want to talk about I want to talk about a guy that's kind of been I respect him because he stay out of shit. He don't say shit when shit going on bad. He'll come share his knowledge in any type way he can. And he's kind of been getting popular or is popular amongst all breeds. Now a lot of people been listening to him. And even personal conversations with him. He done calm me down, man. I mean, you know, because you take shots being online. And that's that boy Schoolboy. I gotta give it to him, man. I gotta give it to him. He's a positive dude. He don't do that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate men like that because even though when you come online, you are a public figure. You are a public figure. You know what I'm saying? And you take shots. It is very hard not to get ghetto on this joint. But you have to because people count on you and people counting on this. Dude, don't do us like that. Don't do us like that, bro. Don't do it. We got to have and you know, a lot of people, a lot of colors, all hues and stuff watch my channel. So I got to, and then plus I got kids. You know, I don't want them, they in the next room I hear them right now. I don't want them to hear all that, and I don't want it to be that, you know, it's bad. It's a bad look. It's a real bad look. You know what I mean? Yeah. We got a nice size chat in here, y'all.
Hey, who's the gentleman you was talking about? I didn't get the name of that person.
Schoolboy.
You said Schoolboy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Schoolboy too. Can I elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Okay, so like I said, I'm at everybody's games. I'm just in the back, and I respect Schoolboy a lot because just think about what he experienced in his life as a dog man, right? Early bird, he done seen a lot of experience, and just think about all the wives' tales and the lies that he's heard. Now, shout out to Schoolboy. Now, as an OG, he's studying. He's going back in time and studying because he's writing books. When you go back and you seek the knowledge that he's all the things he probably had questions about when he was a young dog man, he's getting the answers to. So because he's writing books, he's telling truths that was untold back in the days when they were lies. He told the truths about the blue dogs. You know, a lot of, especially us hue individuals, light and dark, they don't want to believe genetic coloring. They want to say that a dog is a certain color is not a game dog, which a color is just genetic hue. If you mixing dogs, shit happens by accident because you're mixing stuff and you get all kind of colors, but that don't make a bulldog. But OG Schoolboy knew of dogs that had a different hue. They called it a dilute gene. And Schoolboy actually mentioned it a couple times when there's a lot of people on certain type of platforms that was, there ain't no such thing, all that, this dog is a mutt. And he mentioned that, hey, I know of a certain dog that was a certain hue. As he does his research, he's getting the confirmation of it because he's writing books. And it's like, okay, that's why these dogs turn out this and that and the third. Okay, boom, he elaborates on that. That's a guy with experience is telling you, like, no, there were dogs of certain hue, colors that were game dogs. That's one. My biggest thing for him is him teaching about the outcross. him teaching about hybrid vigor, something that I've been schooling Negroes about since I've been on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They'll respect Schoolboy, and I'm thankful that he is standing up based off of his knowledge to teach these individuals who will have respect for his experience, right? As a dog man, as a breeder, whatever, and now as an author, that he's going to tell the truth so that people understand that these game dogs that you deride and these formulas that you follow off of Pez online, most of that shit ain't even true. Performance dogs, them crosses is very important. So shout out to Schoolboy for teaching these cats, because they're going to listen to you, Schoolboy. So I digress. Because like I said, I'm really in the field with the stuff. I'm like Schoolboy, but I'm in the field doing it now. I'm doing it now, what Schoolboy is confirming to y'all today. You know what I mean? So shout out to OG School. I say, Schoolboy, salute. Okay, I respect what you're doing. Thank you, Schoolboy. But go ahead.
Yeah, Schoolboy, I ain't had you on yet because that darn Doug giving me so many shows. And then Rain on the Unscripted podcast is officially a part of this show. It's gonna be a bunch of more content and things like that. You know, he's a straight shooter, boy. I'm finna be in trouble now. I'm finna be in trouble now. But yeah, man. But it's just a lot of things to this that a lot of people. It's some good and some bad involved in this thing. But I would like to say this: channels like ours. I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody watching this, everybody gonna watch this episode. I can tell by the chat. We could use that support more. You know what I'm saying? Because financially, because the time we spend, like I didn't even get into about all the edits and things. We coming out the dot. You know, it's good for me too. It's good for everybody. But support the smaller channels more. You know what I'm saying? And quit getting googly eyed about shit. Come over here and learn some stuff. Now I'm not saying like you just gonna you'll get a good foundation. You know what I mean? A lot of times I have shows. If I do a raw show, people get mad. You know what I'm saying? Just because a man got it's perspective. Take what you want, leave what you don't want. You know what I mean? So, but I know it garners emotion. It garners a lot of emotion. But I can't believe that motherfucker said that. Yeah, you know, especially when people come on here and stretch the truth. Sometimes, you know, a lot of people still do that. But yeah, man. But I think you guys got very positive. Coach, you are very positive. I see you pushing positivity, even though your ass unleashed tonight. He let go tonight, boy.
Oh, this is me, period. I got the passion of the Christ when it comes to dogs. Like I live it. Y'all see my program? There's I mean, you know what? I don't know everybody on the planet, but show me a dog man with my type of program. Show me a dog man with my type of vision. Show me one. Okay. And if you do, I'm gonna respect them. I'm not gonna, oh, I'm better than you. No, I'm gonna respect them and salute them because that's the type of dog man that I am, because I love that. But when you really do this as a dog man, there's a passion about it. I don't need your when I'm in the field doing it and taking shots and taking L's and taking W's. I don't need your approval.
That's right.
But
yeah,
support. You know what I'm saying?
right.
If that's
right.
dog man, and that's what I represent. You know what I'm saying? So this passion is all my dog brothers. They see this. They know this is about me.
Yeah. And then you always preach stay in your lane. And one thing I'm hating to see that people trying so hard on YouTube, Instagram, is putting other breeders down because they might not have the same situation. It don't mean that our dogs are not getting more taken care of or less taken care of. And at the end of the day, it don't matter what you got, bro. You're gonna be picking that shit up just like I do every day.
Right.
It don't. We need to quit putting breeders down.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you something to watch for. I see some things coming in the future. It's gonna be a lot of mentorship payment systems and programs and things like that. It's gonna be a lot of breeding franchises and stuff coming, man. I could smell it.
I got one coming.
Well, you worthy. You worthy.
The one
Right.
canine guys is coming.
Right. But you know, too, like I know a lot of people kind of perturb this channel because when you got guys like Coach, Schoolboy, and I have them on, they piss them off. They piss them off like they standing in our way. But that is not what I'm trying to do, bro. You know what I mean? That is not what I'm trying to do to anybody. I have young people on. You know what I mean? But I know y'all say that I'm out, you blocking us and you won't. And first off, I would never do a show with a man I don't respect. I don't do business with people I don't like. I ain't gonna never get on here to fake it and make it because if this shit shut off tomorrow, I'll be all right. I ain't gonna never do it because I've seen people turn around, do a show, and then I just disrespectful content, man. Like inviting me into your body part, man. I am too old for that stuff, and that stuff back in the day would get somebody killed. So I don't deal with dudes like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, if y'all got anything else to say, I think I'm about done. Dre?
No, I'm good, man.
I just want to encourage. Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
I'm about to say I'm good, man. Like Coach, man, salute to you, brother. Joe, salute to you, man. It was a good chop up, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to get my point across, man. I appreciate y'all purpose.
Yeah, much love. And for me, I just want to encourage you guys as dog men and dog women, man, don't be afraid to create, like especially if you're breeding performance dogs. If you breeding show dogs, I can't relate to y'all. However, that's nothing against anybody who do show dogs. But if you're breeding performance dogs, think outside the box. Okay? Every dog that has been created by man is a mixed breed dog. Okay? Go study your breed types. And then there's multiple variances to the breeds of dogs that are the actual breed types. And there are for a reason. So understand, if you want to progress your lines of dogs, you have to think outside the box. That's what I want to address to you guys, let y'all know. And don't be afraid to do that. Don't let people tell you, oh, that ain't this, that, oh, your dog is that, your dog is a mutt. Because if that's the case, then every dog breed is a mutt. Because every dog breed that is created is multiple breeds to create it. And it's a group of dog men and women who are out on that mission to create the breed with multiple different breeds of dogs. So just like I said, I want to encourage you guys to, especially if we're trying to make performance dogs great again, that's how I operate. Make performance dogs great again, where we get top dollar for our dogs, not these show dogs. So I digress, but man, be a pioneer dog, man. Don't be afraid. Don't let nobody tell y'all, oh, y'all can't do that. Be encouraged, because that's the only way we're going to make these dogs better. I digress.
That's what's up. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. This video is going to go through the internet. We're going to take whatever come with it. But like, share, subscribe to each man's channel. And man, we'll see y'all the next time. I'm out.